is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 12, another edition of the AK Show with your boy AK the Ref. How is everybody doing on this fabulous Wednesday afternoon? Oh, everybody's having a great Wednesday so far. Happy hump day. You are almost to the weekend, and that deserves a round of applause. You're there. I believe in you. Have faith. Have faith, my brothers and sisters. You are almost to the weekend. Whew, we almost there. Oh man, I only got a 4-day work week this week, so I'm excited. Well, technically, I had no students last Friday. It was a professional development day. I'm a teacher. And then Monday, if you had certain work done, we didn't have to show up to work. We could just enjoy a 3-day weekend. So yesterday was just chill. I mean, my daughter had a softball game, but that was in the evening. Granted, it was in Lawrence, had a drive 45 minutes, but still. Good times. My daughter pitched. It's her second year ever playing softball in her entire life, and third time ever pitching on the high school team for JV. So, excuse me. So that just trying to get better. Got a lot of girls on the team, and it's like their first or second year playing. So we just keep trucking along, and they just keep getting better each and every game, each and every week. So hopefully, a lot of them play next year that are not seniors, and see if we can continue that growth. But yeah. But other than that, this past weekend did nothing. Celebrated more of the wife's birthday. Went to an hibachi grill on Saturday. If you've never been, you gotta go. That was my second time. Shit was fun. Shit's fire. Literally fire. Boom. I like it. I like the hibachi grills. That shit's fun. I love that. You gotta go. If you've never been, you gotta go, man. I'm telling you, man. That's just fire. No cap. Fire. But I just love how they cook the food in you and do all the little trickery with it before they start cooking. And the food's just good, and they give you big ass portions. Like literally, you be full. Like you could only eat about half your plate, and you gotta take the rest home. And I just eat it in the morning for breakfast, something like that. So nothing this weekend. No wrestling was on really that I watched. I didn't have any shows. I got a show this upcoming Saturday at Glory Pro. Finally going back there after it's been a while since I've been back there. But we get it there on this Sunday. Then I got WrestleMax the following Friday. So let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Other than that, I ain't got much going on right now. I just got these kids doing their activities. One doing ballet, one doing softball, one in the middle school production. That's the same one that's doing ballet. So it's just staying busy. NBA playoffs are about to start. I know we got the play-in game this week. I'm excited for that. Now this is the time where I'm gonna get like watching basketball because my team is in the playoffs, and the Mavericks, the Dallas Mavericks. So they've been on a hot winning streak. Like I don't get all the games, but I have it on my phone for notifications anytime they're about to start playing. So I keep track of all their games, and it's not like I don't ever get a chance to watch them unless they're like on TNT or ESPN. And when they are, I'm sitting down and watching them. But yeah, basketball players about to get litty. I'm hoping my team can make a run with Luka and Kyrie. If they just keep playing the way they do and the rest of the team plays the way they do, they can make a run. I think it's anybody's. I haven't been paying attention and watching the other team. I've just been keeping track of my team. But they went on a 10-game winning streak? So I'm excited. And I know the last couple games, I think they rested Luka and Kyrie Irving, because I know they got blown out the last 2 games, but I don't think Luka or Kyrie were playing those games, so that's okay. Rest them, get them ready for the playoffs. Let's fucking go. Let's go on a run. Let's do it like the what was it? Was it 2011, 2010, 2011 Dallas Mavericks, the year Dirk won it, and they went on that fucking run, bro. I'm telling you, that fucking run that they went on that year when Dirk and the boys won it. Oh man, who did they go? They went through Kobe Bryant's Lakers. I think they went through the Trailblazers, and they went through OKC that had Durant, Westbrook, and I'm pretty sure James Harden was still on the team. They went through that, and then they took on the big three at the Heat that year in the finals and won. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I know I may be biased, but just go back and look at that run. That was it 2011. I can look it up, but look at that run and tell me that's not the greatest run to a championship through the playoffs that you ever seen in your life. The teams they had to go through, the players they had to go against, and then the big three of the Miami Heat, their first year together, bro. I'm telling you, man, that was a hell of a run. Like at that time, it didn't hit me until I see it. I was so happy that Dirk got his fucking champion. Yeah, so it was 2010, 2011 season. They went through a fucking run. I'm telling you, it was wild. Like when you look back and think of it, of who they had to go through in the West, and then who they had to play in the finals. I'm telling you, man, it was. Yeah, here they were. Here they were in the Western Finals. They had to play the Thunder, and they won that 4-1. And so, but before that, I know they had to play. I think it was the Trailblazers, and then in the first round they played Kobe Bryant's Lakers, and I was like, they they won game one of the Lakers, and I was like shocked. I was like, okay, they won that game. I think that first game that they won against the Lakers in round one of that year's playoffs, I think that just gave them confidence because I remember that game. I remember Kobe had the last shot, and it didn't go in. I was like, I think they won like by 1 point. I think they were up by one, and the Lakers had the last shot. Kobe, they're playing good. I'm just telling you, that was hell. Go back and look at that run and tell me I'm lying. That you're gonna find a better run through the playoffs to a championship than they had in that year's playoffs. But I'm just happy for Dirk that he won that year. But yeah, but I'm excited. So I think it could be that type of run. Just let Kyrie and Luka do their thing, and we'll get there. I'm excited. I'm actually excited. I actually feel like they can get there. I mean, they probably have to go through Denver to get to the finals, but I'm ready to see what they can do. I'm just glad they're in the playoffs, and let's fucking get it. Dallas Mavericks, let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. We got that drafts coming up. Not this week, following week. Ooh, we're already to the NBA draft. I mean, not the NBA draft, but the NFL draft. I got that confused. We had the WNBA draft yesterday. If you didn't notice, Caitlin Clark went number 1 to the Indiana Fever. And then I didn't realize old girl from Angel Reese and the tall girl from I don't want to butcher her name, but the tall girl that was in South Carolina, they're all the same. They got drafted by the same fucking team. That's not even fair. I'm sorry. That's not fair. That girl from South Carolina is a fucking beast. Is it fuck, what is her name? I know Angel Reese, she a beast and she's gonna go do her thing, but the other girl, she's from Brazil. I know that. Camilla? I don't want to butcher her name, that's why I'm not saying it. But they got both of those players. I didn't realize that until I was looking at it. Camilla Cardosa and Angel Reese are on the same team. That's not even fair. Like, how did they get 2 first-round picks? I'm wondering. But I'm interested. I would definitely. I'm going to be definitely watching WNBA a lot more closely this year. I want to see what Caitlin Clark does, and I want to see what these other girls do. Like, I want to see what Angel Reese and Camilla do. And there was the girl that got drafted by I literally just watched a Facebook video of her just like training. I'm like, these girls are ballers. It was what the fuck was her name? She got drafted to LA Spark from Stanford. Cameron Brink. I just watched a video of her on Facebook just training. Like, I think it was after the draft. She was getting already to work. But I'm excited to see what these girls do or these women do in the WNBA this year. I'm actually gonna be watching, and I cannot wait to watch the Indiana Fever versus the Phoenix Mercury. I know some teams. I keep track because Diana Taurasi's on that Phoenix team. And yeah, I saw the quote after Caitlin Clark went number 1 and said, "Oh, reality is about to set in." I'm like, what? We're still on this? Like, aren't y'all supposed to be like bringing each other up. That's the second time, and I hope Caitlin Clark goes off on her. I hope she is guarding her, and Caitlin Clark just goes off. So, but yeah, the WNBA starts this summer, right? I like how they just go straight from college basketball, like ended like a week ago. About a week ago, right? Like I said, I lose track of my days. Ended a week ago. You're already in the draft, and now they're gonna get ready for the season. Let's fucking go. But I saw one other thing before we get to moving on about the WNBA. And Caitlin Clark salary for this year is like only 70, 73, 74, 75,000. Like 4 years is like $338,000. I'm like, that's nothing. Like, what are we doing here? Why can't these girls are out here just balling as much as the men? Sometimes even playing better basketball. They need to be getting paid more money. Granted, she's going to make a whole bunch of money from endorsement deals, and if she accepts that offer from Ice Cube to play in the Big Three, which if I was her, I would. So I'll go play with these guys. I don't give a fuck. I'll sit here and hit the 4-pointer. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they just need to have a bigger salary. I just don't get it. Like I was reading on Twitter because I'm not like deep into collecting, sports trading cards, rookie cards, things like that in football and basketball and baseball. I'm a little into it. I'm not like all the way into it. I I tried to find some good cards that I can like collect and keep, and then maybe they go up in value. You never know. But I saw on Twitter that one of Caitlin Clark's autograph refractor cards is worth more than her first year salary. What are we doing here? Like this woman is gonna be bringing more eyeballs to your league, and they should all be getting paid higher than what they're getting paid. They shouldn't have to go play overseas basketball just to get paid more, just to get maybe in that $100,000-$200,000 range. Like, come on, they're playing just as good as basketball as the men. So I hope people just go out and support them. I hope they watch. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna make it a point to watch the WNBA. I'm gonna make it a point to keep watching women's college, like college basketball in general. I just don't start watching until March Madness because that's when it gets exciting. Like I don't care about what college basketball games are going on in October, in November, December. Like let me know when conference play starts. I'll be like, okay, oh, there's a good game on. KU's playing Iowa State or something like that. Let's go. Or they play, or it might be like one of those tournaments that have early on in the year where you might get like, if, say KU's in one of them, and they might be playing, North Carolina or Kentucky. But other than that, it's like I don't really watch college basketball until it gets till we get to March Madness. I'm like the same way with the NBA. Like I like the NBA, and I don't start watching until after football season's over. And like the last 7 years, like football season is over for us, for the Chiefs. It's usually damn near mid fucking February. And by that time, I'm like, what's going on with basketball? Because usually I start watching after like All-Star break. Like I'll see the All-Star stuff, and then that's when I'll start really watching if my team's on, but I'll keep you more track. Like I don't give a fuck what the fuck is going on in October, November, December, January. Let's see where they are after All-Star break. Let's see what's going on. That's when I'll really lock in to like the NBA because I gotta wait till football season's over. Like I'm not paying attention to what my team is doing in fucking October at the start of the season. I don't care. Just as long as you're playing some good, but I'll still have the notifications on, seeing if they won. I'll see the highlights on Twitter and things like that and Facebook. But like I'm not like sitting here and watching a basketball game in November, college or NBA, because I'm invested in football season at that moment. I don't really care what the fuck's going on. Unless my team is on a bye and they got a game going on, okay, cool. I'll lock in. Other than that, no. I gotta wait till after football season over. Then I'll lock in. Because right now I'm gonna be locked into the NBA playoffs. And if my team keeps going, I'll keep locked in. But if they get eliminated, I'm out. I'll go focus on the Royals now. And then wait till the WNBA starts. And I'll watch some more UFL, which I've been enjoying the UFL. So if you ain't got a chance, like, Yeah, and I'll just keep watching other stuff, and I'll lock in. I know the Royals are doing good this year so far, which is always hasn't been the case the last, I don't know, it feels like forever since they won the World Series. There's always this stuff. There always seems that they're out of the race at the end of April. Right time we get to mid-May. But right now they're trucking along and playing great baseball. I just can't watch them because I don't have Bally Sports. I'm not paying $106 to watch them. I'm sorry, I'm not. This shit should be on fucking cable. I know it's not called cable, but they should be on local television. Your sports teams you should be able to watch in your area on local television. I shouldn't have to pay a fee to watch my team. This is like when the Chiefs, even when they play on Thursday night and it's on Prime. I live in Kansas City. They simulcast the broadcast to a local station. It should be the same way with any sport. Basketball, football, baseball. Like if I have the Royals, all their games should be locally televised. I get the whole Bally Sports thing in the package. That's for people that live outside of the area. If I'm in the area, I should be able to see my team on local TV in any sport. That would piss me off if I had to pay $106 just to watch the Chiefs games. And I live in Kansas City? No, fuck that shit. You'd have a riot on your fucking hands. I'm not paying the money. Even though, like, it's a good deal, I'm just not doing it. Like, that shit should be on local television. If it's in your area, I can understand if I lived in fucking, say I lived in Florida and I wanted to watch the Chiefs and they had this option, I'd buy an NFL Sunday ticket. I'm not buying an NFL Sunday ticket. I live in Kansas City. I'm not buying Amazon Prime. I don't need it to watch. I don't care about the Thursday night games that much to watch it. Anyway, so I'm not gonna buy it because I know if the Chiefs play on Thursday night, it's going to be simulcast on local television in Kansas City, in the Kansas City surrounding area. So I'm not worried about it. I could understand, like, okay, if I lived in Florida, I would get Amazon Prime for the season, or find a free trial just for when my team plays on Thursday night and things like that. But other than that, like, no. If a sports team is you live in the area where your sports team plays, you should be able to watch them free of charge in your local area. Like, I don't understand what we're doing here. Like, so yeah. But other than that, yeah, I'm ready for the NBA playoffs. Keep track of the Royals. Watch some UFL football. I've been enjoying UFL. I know a lot of people talk shit about it, but they're out here still going strong. So I'm gonna keep supporting them because The Rock, that's his league. I mean, they took the merger of the USFL and the XFL, merged them to the UFL. But I'm excited. I hope it just keeps going strong. These are their first steps. They just have to get through, and they just got to keep playing, keep doing what they're doing, keep staying on television, keep playing some good football, just keep bringing people back. It takes time for stuff to grow. Like, I think people expect just to have them have full stadiums and sellouts and millions of people watching. That's not how that works. It takes time for this stuff to grow. So just keep it growing. That's all I can say to them. I hope they keep it going. It takes time. Like, people just don't have patience no more and expect, oh, that's trash. I'm not watching that. Why are you talking about it if you're not watching it? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I said it. So what? Sue me. No, don't sue me. I don't. But you know what I meant. Figure of speech. Like, you talk about something, why are you fucking watching it? Who cares? Nobody cares about your opinion. I'm just saying, like, whatever. But let's keep this train moving. I had to think what I wanted to discuss on this week's episode. And it hit me. I want to talk about a recent concert I went to, and I want to give my thoughts about it. And I want to give my thoughts on what I think makes a good concert. So last Thursday, went to the Kane Brown concert. It was in Kansas City at the T-Mobile Center. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of country music, and Kane Brown is pure country music. And when I tell you that, country music. And so, and we had got the tickets off of VetTix, which is something for veterans, military personnel, because my wife was in the Army Reserves for 7 years. And so she was able to sign up. And you're able to get these tickets for basically free. You just got to pay this convenience fee, which is like $14. So I saw him come up. I told him, I was like, "You want me to get these?" So I got the tickets. We went to Kane Brown. Listen, I can tell you, I know 2 Kane Brown songs. I think it's that first single that got popping. I don't remember the name of it, to be honest. And there was another one that's recently out. I was like, this is the. I only went. I was like, I just want him to. I just want to wait and just watch him sing the one song that I know, because I remember the wife and the kids would always play it when it came out. So, but my thoughts, like I said, Kane Brown's country. I'm not country. I I don't really mess with country music like that. Yeah, I've been to Ed Sheeran twice. Both times, one we got on vet tickets this year. He came this summer in August, and the other time I won tickets through the Chiefs when he came one the other time at Arrowhead. And he's not like country country. Kane Brown country. And I was just like, oh, okay. Because I remember we went to the concert. I was like, okay, I always enjoy just going to see how other people perform in concerts and just seeing, okay, can they get me invested? Can they keep me invested? Can they get me invested first? And if they do, can they keep me invested throughout the entire show? Because I have my own checklist of what makes a good concert, somebody performing, right? And so, Kane Brown, country. I don't listen to country. I'll be honest. I listen to mostly rap. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I listen anything like 2015 and back. Anything after that, I really don't listen to. So it's everything. Unless like Bruno Mars comes out with a new song or somebody that's actually good and artistic and makes good music. No, I ain't really listening to it. But like I said, Kane Brown had the one good song I like. But other than that, I don't really listen to country. So we went to it. We didn't even get there on time because he had 2 opening acts. So I didn't get to see. We only saw the last song of the last opening act before he came on stage, and that person got done. There was 45 minutes before he came on stage. Listen, if the opening act finishes and there's 45 minutes, I get you got to get everything in place. You want get people time to go to the bathroom, like they're changing the set and getting everything in place. I get that, and it shit don't take 45 minutes. It was almost close to an hour. The guy finished at 8:30, 8:20. What his last opening act. Kane Brown wasn't come on to 9:30. I'm like, why do we need this long? Why? You don't need that long of a thing. They pulled down the curtain to set up the stage for him. The stage wasn't any different, really. I think they were just setting it down because I'll get to it because he came from the top on a little stage thing that came down. But you didn't need an hour. Come on. Let's go 20 minutes top, maybe 30 minutes max. Give people time to go to the bathroom, get some more beer, get whatever, take some pictures, talk. Let's go. Let's keep this show running. We didn't need that long of a pause, an intermission. We didn't need an hour intermission before you came on. I'm just saying. That's not even a gripe. I'm just saying you don't need that long. That's a gripe. It's not one of my checklist things I'm looking at, but it might be. Shit, who knows? I might put that on there. The time, if you have an opening act, whether it's 1 or 2, you do not need an hour in between that time that opening act's finished for you to come on. Unless you got a big set to do, change on stage, you don't need all that time. And he really did. So, concert, we waited. He came on, right? He came. They had this long, I don't know, piece of the stage. He came down on it. Oh, well, okay. I like that. It started solid. Might not have ended solid in my eyes. But he came down on that set. I'm like, okay, I like that. He came down, he did his first 2 songs in there. He was hooked to the back, so he could just walk back and forth. It was a long piece. It was the length of the stage. in the stage, like he had a normal stage, and then he had like three pieces that went out towards the crowd. One on this end, one on this end, and then one in the middle. So this long set piece came down. He was on it, walking back and forth, singing his song. Did like the first two songs and then got off. And just kind of worked the stage and was singing. Most of the night he was just working the stage, didn't do anything fancy. And then at one point he walked through the crowd to go like to his little tiny stage on the other end and sing some songs, sat on a stool. And then he walked back after a couple songs and then got back on the stage, did some more things. I think his wife came out, sang a song with him. And then at one point, some confetti shot out. I'm like, wait, is this it? Because he's only been on for like 30 minutes. Because my wife was like, I think he's done. I'm like, he's not done. He's only been going 30 minutes. There's no way he's done. Because they shot confetti out. Usually when you shoot confetti out, that signals like, oh, the concert's over, his set's over, let's go home. No, I was like, no, there's no way it's over. It's like, it's only been 30 minutes. I think they just shot it out. I'm always down when they shoot out fucking confetti and shit at any point in the show. But you usually say that for the end, but I always think it's a good time when you shoot confetti out during your performance. But I was like, no, that's not it. And then I did a couple more songs. I had fire shoot out from the stage, like fireball shoot out, like different. There's like 5 different points on the stage where fireball shot out. And then at one point, last couple songs, he got back on the on that set piece, kind of went up. He sat down, sang some songs, and then he got off and did his final song. And then we left after that because we were tired and we wanted to go home. And I wasn't feeling good, to be honest. I was dealing with a cold, but I was like, we gotta go out for his wife's birthday. We got these tickets, we gonna go. But overall, the concert, like, I'm just going by his performance because I didn't see the opening acts. Overall, it was alright. Like, it wasn't nothing special. I mean, literally, I wasn't impressed. There's no knock on Kane Brown as like an artist. It's just as a performer on stage, like I need more. Like I feel like I got no energy, no nothing. Literally, dude just came out in a hoodie and some sweats, performed, and then his last 2 songs, he took off his hoodie and had his like tank top on. He usually has on it. I've seen his videos. I've seen his photos. He always has that tank top on. He took his hoodie off the last 3 songs. I'm like, I wasn't impressed. I was like, okay, yeah. If I had to give it a rating of 1 to 10, a 3. I'm being honest. Like, I've been to concerts. I feel like I've been to enough concerts to know like that wasn't it. Would I go to another Kane Brown concert? No. If somebody gave me the tickets for free? No. I'd say, hey, I give them to the wife and take one of the kids. Well, would I go? No. Like I said, I give it a 3. It was nothing special. It was just a dude in some sweats, in a hoodie, singing his songs. I just felt like no energy. Like, come on now. I'm kind of comparing this to other people, and I get like not everybody can dance, but I'm sorry, like if you're just coming out there with a hoodie on and just singing, and I just felt no energy. Like if you're not gonna have anything in the background, I get you have all the lights and shit doing that flashy shit. That don't mean shit to me. I need high energy. And I get maybe it's different for country. I don't know, but I've been to Ed Sheeran. That boy, he gives energy. The first concert I went to his in Arrowhead, it was a one-man show. Playing the guitar, playing different types of guitar, electric, playing the acoustic one. He just gives energy. He's just sitting there just like giving energy. Like I could feel it. I was sitting way up in the top and I could feel it. At Arrowhead, in the 300 level, on the side, like 30, 40 rows up. I could feel his energy. I was like, okay, he's got this. And the second time we went, it was the end stage the first time, and the second time this year, like last August, we went center stage, like a big circle stage. He worked that whole fucking stage. At one point, Boy was running around singing, playing his guitar. At one point, the stage was even like rotating. He's just playing his guitar, giving energy. I was like, okay, I can fucks with it. Like I can fucks with it, even though it's country. I know he's more like country pop, but Kane Brown's like country, like Garth Brooks country. Like I wouldn't go to a Garth Brooks concert because I just don't fuck with country like that. It's nothing against it, but we went because basically got the tickets for free. I was like, okay, I'll go. But it was like no energy. He, he worked the stage, but it just felt like I didn't feel it. Like if I'm pay like imagine if I pay money and I go to this concert, I'd be like, nah, I didn't get my money's worth. Like I literally had there was like a group of girls behind us, and one of them said like, "Oh, later, this is the best concert I've ever been to." I'm like, "You ain't." In my head, I'm thinking, "You ain't never been to a real concert because this ain't it. If this is the best concert you've been to, what are we doing?" Like last year, you know who we saw? We saw Ed Sheeran. We saw Mariah Carey and Beyonce. Beyonce, we saw in October. Woo! Had a whole production. She dancing when she needs to sing and just sit there. Her first song she came out in this glitter gold silver dress. First two songs, ballads, just sang. Went and changed and then came out. She changed about 10 over 10 times outfits. But it was like a whole production. There was dancers, there was fire, there was lights, there was big ass video board screen in the back. I mean, she's dancing, she got backup dancer. There was an end stage, it had like a thing that came around and went in the middle. At the end of it, she came on that fucking horse. That was if you saw the billboard for the Renaissance tour for Beyonce, she was on that horse that had that shit. And she was dancing and she's singing and she's doing all this, and I could feel the energy. Everybody in the fucking stadium could. When I was at Kane Brown, I didn't feel no energy. Like, I get you ain't dancing, but I gotta have energy. I gotta have fucking energy, man. And Mariah Carey, it was the whole Christmas thing, right? And she was doing a bunch of Christmas songs, right? And she also had to do a point to where it's like people want it, so we got to give it to them. She gave some of her oldies, like she sung "Hero," she sung "Fantasy," she sung some of her old hits, not just Christmas songs. But even during that, even though she sings, she don't really dance. She had a whole production behind her, and I could feel her energy because she was actually there was no lip syncing with Mariah Carey when we went. It was the day after Thanksgiving last year. There was no lip singing. She was out there belting songs. I was like, oh shit, she's actually hit, and she can still hit those high notes. She can still hit those high notes. I was like, Lord Himmer, and she had a big production. She changed like 10 times. She only did like an hour set. Beyonce did close to 2 hours. Kane Brown did about an hour and 15. I think if you're doing if you're a headliner, you should be at least doing an hour. I think 90 minutes is where you should go. I think Mariah did about a little over than that, maybe an hour 15. Maybe she did 90 minutes. I remember I just enjoyed myself at that concert because it just felt like it just brought back great songs, and she was doing all these Christmas ones. I was like, yep, this is it. And she was singing. She had dancers. Her own kid came out and did a song with her. Beyonce's daughter came out, did Blue Ivy came out and danced and did a whole thing. It's like it was energy. There was energy in both of those concerts. I didn't feel that same. There's energy at Ed Sheeran when we went. I didn't feel the same way with the Kane Brown concert. I'm sorry. Like, and I get it. Like, different genre of music, but that don't mean you can't find ways to incorporate some dancing, some background dancers or something, or you gotta give off more fucking energy. Like, I tell you like this. Probably my top two performers. One I never saw in person. He's just the GOAT. He's my all time favorite. Is Michael Jackson. And granted, I've never seen Michael Jackson perform in person. And anytime I watch somebody on TV perform, I just don't get that same feeling as if I was maybe in person. But when I watch Michael Jackson, perform on stage at one of his shows, like always go back to the one and watch Live in Bucharest from the Dangerous tour, right? He killed that shit. Just anytime you go watch back and just watch Michael perform, time he was with the Jackson Fives, anytime in between the time he died, the time he was with the Jackson Five, anywhere in between that, he knows how to perform. Like, to me, when you're an artist, it's more than just putting out hits and singing these songs. Like, they make their money on stage now. If you ain't doing it on stage, why are people spending their hard-earned money to go see you? Is what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't pay to go to another Kane Brown concert. I saw what it was. It wasn't nothing special. It's just a guy singing. Like, do something more. Give more energy. Go watch Michael Jackson. Go watch Bruno Mars. Go watch Tech Nine. Yeah, I said Tech Nine. Go watch him perform. One of the best performers I've ever seen. As a rapper. I've seen Snoop. Snoop, alright. Mystical is good. Ludacris is good. Ludacris gives off hella energy. Mystical gives off hella energy. But Tech Nine is like one of the best. If you've never been to a Tech Nine concert, I highly recommend that you go. He gives off so much energy, and he's a rapper. And I've been to multiple of his. I've seen him perform multiple, probably 10 times, over 10 times. I've seen him perform, and it never gets old because he always has something different. He's doing something, and he always brings this high energy that he keeps from the time he gets on stage into the time he leaves. And I've seen him with him. He's had background dancers. I've seen where just a whole bunch of people just come up on stage and just start rocking. I've seen different things. Like, at one concert, he came out of this. He had like one of those seats. What do you call it? Like the king or queen sit in. It was like one of those, and it was like enclosed. And it came out. He popped out. I was like, he's a showman. Like I said, you gotta watch. If you're an artist out there, any type of genre of music, and your concert, your stage show is not up to par, then you need to be watching. You need to go like watch Michael Jackson, watch Bruno Mars, watch Tech Nine, watch Beyonce, watch Mariah. They know how to go in there and give this energy. Hell, I've seen Jay-Z. Like, I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan, but he put on a good show when his tour came here. The Hard Knock tour came here back when I was in high school. And who else was on? Nelly's good. 50 Cent's good. He gives high energy. Fuck, who gives up high energy? Fucking Fat Joe. Fucking Fat Joe was. I remember he came to a summer jam one year, and he was just all there, just bouncing. I was like, this man, he moving like that. And I've seen Rick Ross. No, ain't it either. Fat Joe, I've seen him before. Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Like, if you don't have anything spectacular in your production, you better be getting off this energy that translates, that the audience can feel it. I didn't feel it with Kane Brown. Like, that's why I always say Michael Jackson's the GOAT. Yeah, he dances, he sings, but he's a showman. He literally, just go watch, if you're an artist, anybody, watch Live in Bucharest, where for the first, it's about probably 2 minutes, the crowd's waiting. At least the stage is lit up. Boom. Crowd don't know. They're talking. They're like, they're talking between themselves. Pat like a bunch of sardines, right? And they're just all talking. All of a sudden, you just hear this explosion. Boom. He pops up from the ground, stands, and poses for 2 minutes with one movement. In between the time he popped up on the ground, he's looking over here. About 30, 45 seconds. After that, he moves his head like this. Crowd went fucking ape shit. Now, granted, Michael Jackson's on a different level than everybody else, but you see what I'm saying? Like, he's a showmanship. Like, he's gonna make that crowd. He's gonna feed that. He's gonna eat all that up. He's gonna take his time. He did that one head move. Crowd lost their fucking mind. Hadn't even sing a fucking note. A note ain't been played by the band. Nothing by the backup singers. He came out, stood like this. About 45 seconds went by. He went like this. He was just eating it all up. He was feeding into it because he's a showman. When you're on stage, you got to be a showman. And then after that, about another 20 seconds went by. He went like this. He took off his sunglasses. He had sunglasses on. He took them off. And they acted like he put them in the shirt. And then the music played the jam. I was like, I'm telling you, he could have stood there for 10 minutes and the crowd would have ate that shit up. Just because Michael Jackson's on a different level. But what I'm saying is he's a showman. Like, he does stuff. Like, at one point in that show, in that concert, he had a girl come up on stage. He was singing to her, and then he gave her a kiss. And then the girl trying to stay on the stage, like, no. And the security guard just, whoop, no, you got to come now. Your time is up. I'm telling you, he's a showman. He just puts on a great show. Like, if you're an artist, like I say, just go watch Michael Jackson anytime, from any show, any performance. Like, watch the was it the MTV Awards where he performed? And then there was one he was performing in a chair, because he hurt his leg. He was performing in a chair, and you were still engaged in it, and he was in a chair. In a fucking chair. And then he was in his Remember the Time outfit. And he was sitting there with his legs crossed. And he was like, he was still giving off energy. When you were performing, if you're not giving off energy, what the fuck are you doing? These people paid money, hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars for VIP type stuff. And you just out here I'm just doing a little thing, like, whatever. Yeah, hey, singing your song. There was like no emotion. And I've seen multiple people perform. Like, I can go through a list. I've seen Lil Wayne perform one time. I was just like, it was nothing. It was nothing special. It was actually at a concert. It was Chris Brown and Neo was headlining. Had like Lil Wayne. It had God, I'm feeling old. Jules Santana. Had a couple other people, but the headliner was Chris Brown and Neo. But I remember Lil Wayne came out. He just came out there and just stood on stage. Didn't really do a whole lot of moving. Just kind of rapped his songs, and then he was one of the openers, and I was like, "There's nothing special about that." Uh, Rick Ross, nothing really special. Soldier Boy give off good energy. I'm just trying to think of some other people. I'm trying to think of like other people I've seen in concert, to where it's like they're probably not gonna have that production value, or they're gonna have like backup vocals, background dancers. They're not gonna dance. Hell, even Tech 9 dances because he used to break dance back in his heyday when he was in high school. So I've seen Plies in concert. Yeah. It was at a summer jam. Like, it was the Rick Ross. It was like Plies, Soldier Boy, Tech, uh, Hurricane Chris, and Doro. It was the first time I saw Doro. Ice cream. Was it Ice Cream Paint Job? Yeah, we live like a Super Bowl kickoff. Yeah, he gave good energy. There was another guy named Futuristic. Oh, what the fuck was his name? There was another rapper. He had some good shit. He was pretty, but like Rick Ross, I was like, he couldn't even finish his own songs. Like, he do like 30 seconds of one song and then move on to the next. I'm like, this ain't it. And then Plies came out, and I was like, he was alright. He was decent, but Soldier Boy was good. Soldier Boy get off good energy. He works the stage. He go over there. He give off good energy. Tech 9. If you like I said, go watch Tech 9. Fat Joe, hella energy. Nelly, hella energy. Lil Jon, you already fucking know, man. I'm trying to think of who else I've seen like rapper wise. Snoop, I mean, he's Snoop. Like, I don't expect him to give off that energy, but he does like have a lot of people on stage with him. So it's all right. Luda gives off great energy. Mystical. This was at the same concert, Luda and Mystical and Tech 9. It was wild. And I was like, you hype. If you see those three in concert at the same time, you know it's gonna be fucking hype. It was fucking hype. Luda give off good energy. Mystical, hella hype. Hella energy. Tech, hella. He puts on a show though. I could just imagine seeing DMX in concert. Woo! Woo! I could just imagine. Who else have I seen? I'm trying to think. I think rapper wise. Well, I wanted to go see Drake in concert. They came here the last time. I wasn't paying them ticket prices. I'm sorry, you ain't it like that. Like I didn't even pay that much for Beyonce. We paid about three something total for Beyonce. His tickets were going for like two something. I was like, no, yeah, that ain't it. That ain't it. No. But I'm trying to think of any other rappers I've seen. I don't know. I've seen Snoop, like the ones I just named, at like a couple of the summer jams, and I was like, okay, yeah, yeah, okay, okay. You know, other people I've seen in concert, Bruno Mars. If you're an artist, watch Bruno Mars. That man sing, dance, play instruments. He gives off hella good energy. He's just Bruno Mars. Backstreet Boys, I've seen in concert. They put on a good show. I seen In Sync. I secretly here's a story of the time I saw In Sync in concert. I was in middle school, right? And as a if you let people know that you listening to In Sync, they'll be like, "You like In Sync? Oh my god, you're If I'm 38. If you grew up when I grew up, and you were a boy and you listen to In Sync, you get made fun of. Secretly, I went to a Britney Spears concert. I didn't really care. I told people, yeah, I went to my friend went with me. My parents, we went to St. Louis at Six Flags. She was performing. I didn't give a fuck. It's Britney Spears. I was like, she gonna be performing in St. Louis. Let's go. I've seen Britney Spears twice in concert. She puts on a good show. But I secretly went to this NSYNC show in middle school. I had my parents just buy me a ticket. I wanted to go. This is their the Bye 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 song, whatever album that was. So I went. I sat upstairs. I'm not even gonna lie. I went. I don't know why I went. I wanted to go. I just wanted to go. I was like, I fucks with NSYNC. I remember the first time I saw them was on Disney Channel when they used to have those concerts on Disney. I remember I saw them. I was like, who are these dudes with these baggy ass pants and this blonde headed white dude? The Justin Timberlake at the time. I remember they were coming. I was like, I told my parents, I was like, I want to go to this. I secretly went. I didn't tell nobody because they just made fun of me. It was like, you went to NSYNC? like, like it's funny now. Like I was listening to all that shit. I didn't give a fuck. I just didn't tell people. Some people knew. Like I was weird back then. I didn't give a fuck what anybody thought. I would listen to it. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I went to Britney. I told people I went to Britney Spears. And it's Britney fucking Spears. Like when the Spice Girls came over here back in their heyday and they came over here for a show, I wanted to go. I didn't get to go. Now, if the Spice Girls go on tour for some type of reunion tour, best believe I'm gonna be that bitch. If they ain't here, I'm gonna go to wherever they closest. I fucks with the Spice Girls. But it's funny now. Back then, you see people would be saying, "Yeah, I don't listen to that." But now they be like, "Yeah, I fucks with that. I fucks with NSYNC and Backstreet Boys." I'm looking at, no, the fuck you didn't. You didn't fucks with them back then. I actually had CDs. I'd just buy them. I'd bring them to school. Shit. Some people would say, "You have Backstreet Boys?" I was like, "Yeah, I fucks with their music." I was listening. It was hard because as a boy, you were like, "I can't listen to that boy band crap. They'll just make fun of me." I mean, I still listen to it. I just, I just listen to them my own time. And now look at everybody. Look at everybody now. They want to go to the Backstreet Boy concert. They want to go to the NSYNC. They want to go see Justin Timberlake because now they fucks with it. Fuck out of here. You didn't fucks with it back then. I did. You could ask people that probably know me from elementary school and middle school. I I I went to a Britney Spears concert. Was I in sixth grade maybe? Wherever she had, it's the Hit Me Baby One More Time album. That album. And I went. And me and my friend, we went to Six Flags. The concert was at Six Flags in St. Louis. And I tell you, that was the dopest. That was not my first concert I've ever been to, but it was the first concert that I chose that I wanted to go to. Like sometimes when parents would go to some of these older concerts, like Temptations, the Shy Lights, what is it? Who's seen September? Earth, Wind, and Fire. Those are concerts I didn't choose to go to. They just didn't have a babysitter, so they just took me with them. And I was like, okay, whatever. But this was the Britney Spears concert was the first concert I chose that I wanted to go to. I was like, yeah, I want to go to Brittany. She's in Six Flags in St. Louis. Let's go. I could bring a friend. I told my friend from down the street, like, let's go. His name is Jake. So we both went and saw Britney Spears live and in concert. It was dope. I'm glad. Because I don't know if she came here. She probably did. I was like, I want to go there. Let's go. Let's go. That was the first concert I chose that I wanted to go to. But like, yeah, like all the people now everybody listens to all this 90s music. No, you weren't. Maybe you were secretly, whatever. But like, I've seen Backstreet Boys. Like I said, I went to the NC concert secretly. I didn't tell nobody. I wanted to go. Fuck, I wanted to go. Roy, that was amazing. They did bye. I was like, I sat upstairs, and then before they came on stage, I moved downstairs and just kind of sat in this little stairway. It was at Kemper Arena, which is the Hy-Vee Arena now. I sat in this little stair thing. It wasn't like a seat or anything. I just sat there and watched the rest of the show from like a side view, but still, shit was dope. So like, I've seen that. I've seen Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Mariah, Pitbull, Enrique. Pitbull's good. Pitbull gives off good energy. He's out there performing. So does Enrique. And J Lo. I enjoy J Lo. She got good energy because she's dancing too, and she was actually singing too. Like she was out there singing. Like you'd figure she might be lip singing, but she was out there singing. I've been to a few. I've been to a few concerts. I went to the Jay-Z Hard Knock tour. Yeah, it had 50, Fabulous, Sean Paul. Yeah, that was about it. Missy was supposed to be there, but she didn't show up. I don't know why. But still, yeah, she didn't show up though. But I'm not sure why. It's probably one of those things where she had some off time. But 50's good. Jay-Z was good. I'm not the biggest Jay-Z fan, but he was in there doing the damn thing. I'm trying to think who else I've seen. Snoop's alright. Like performance wise, like he alright. I'm not gonna say he's that, but he's alright. I've never seen Eminem perform live. I know my brother-in-law has, so I'd have to ask him about that. But I'm trying to think of. I seen Neo, Chris Brown. Like I said, I went to that show. I seen them. Seen both of them. They hella good. Chris Brown dances basically almost like watching Michael, dance wise. But Neo's good because he can sing. He knows how to perform. I'm telling you, it's just one of those things where like if I'm going to a concert, if I'm going to this rap concert, I'm going to see this rapper, right? Who's a big time rapper, biggest in the game, right? One of the big superstar artists, superstar rapper, right? I expect if you ain't got like a whole bunch going on behind you, I need energy. I need you to be sweating. I need you by the time you're done to be exhausted. That's how it should be. That's how you should be as a performer. You should be exhausted when you get done performing. I'm just like if you're not dancing, you don't have background dancer, you can't sing, you're a rapper or something like that. I need fucking energy to the point to where after the show, you exhausted, audience exhausted. They're like, wow, that was fucking amazing. If I'm not wowed, why did I spend my money? Why? Now I can understand. Like I seen John Legend in concert, and he just sits there and plays the piano. Now that's different because it's harder to give energy like that. But he did. He did on certain songs, but he would hit them notes, and I'd be like, damn, that was whew. There's exceptions, but still, you gotta find some way to keep that crowd invested, even if you're just sitting there playing the piano, you know. But like I could just imagine watching Usher in concert would be dope. I've never seen him live. I know he came here once, and we didn't go, but that would have been dope. Uh, I'm just saying, like, if you're a performer, you got to understand these people, the audience, your fans, are spending money to go to your show. You better give them something to remember. Give them something they'll never forget. Like when you're putting you put your tour together, you're putting your show together. You got to think, okay, what do we need to make them never forget this fucking show? Oh, we need to add some dancers. We need some backup singers. I just need to go out there and just give 110% of energy. I need to give everything. So by when the time I get back to the back, I'm exhausted. And I know they're leaving happy because I gave them their money's worth. That's how you need to be thinking as an artist. It can't just be you just, oh, yeah, and then say, good night, thank you for coming. It's like, what was that? I could have just listened to these songs in the car and gave more energy than that. When I'm out there sitting in my car, like, yeah, yeah, let's go. You just came here and just said, yeah. Like, at least have an outfit on. At least have something on. Sweats and a hoodie, that ain't it. You better have something else on. Like, you better have an outfit, have something. And then you better go over there and just, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Unless you're doing something like, you're in that town, you're in that city, and you wear like a jersey from the sports team. I can fucks with that because that gets people behind you already. I think that's what Ed Sheeran did. He was wearing a Mahomes jersey. No, he was wearing a jersey, but it had his name on the back. See, shit like that, that's cool. But this dude Kane Brown just came out in a fucking a hoodie and some sweats, and then took off the hoodie the last 3 songs. I'm like, that's it? That's all we get? You could have came out in a Chiefs jersey with your name on it. That would have got more brownie points with me. I'm just saying, like, you just gotta come out here and just fucking go all out. You gotta think before the fucking show, right? Before you put your tour together, like the actual show, as an artist, you gotta think, how do we make this memorable to where people won't forget? And then the next time you go on tour, you gotta one up that. Now, I was thinking of another artist. I watched the Taylor Swift on it came on Disney Plus because my daughter wanted to watch. She was begging to buy it, and then finally it came on Disney Plus, and we watched it. I was like, okay, I could see. I would fucks with that. That would keep me invested the entire time. Because to me, it was kind of like it was just like the Beyonce tour, just different music, different artists. It was like the same type of stuff, same production. She's dancing. She got backup dancers. She's changing outfits, shit like that. Let's go. Like now I kind of want to see Taylor Swift. I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm a Swiftie. So what the fuck? You got a problem with that? I am a Chiefs fan. My daughter's a Swiftie. So I fucks with some Taylor songs. My favorite Taylor Swift song right now, "Style." I fucks with it. It goes hard. I don't give a fuck. Talk shit about me all the fuck you want. You ain't nobody. Shit. That's all I got to fucking say about it. I like. I'm a fan. I'll listen to any music if it's good. Like even some country here and there. It don't matter. Rock. I don't give a fuck. I do enjoy some different types of music and things like that. But like a lot of the music I listen to now is just a lot of older stuff, 2015 and younger shit like that. A lot of 90s music. I'm telling you, 90s is like one of the best eras of music in rap, pop, R&B, maybe even rock. I'm just saying. But yeah, you want to talk shit about me? I'll listen to Taylor Swift. I played in my PE class and I fucks with it. I don't give a fuck. It's one of those things like I don't care. I'll listen to whatever the fuck I want. You want to make fun of it? Go ahead. And it makes you feel better. I don't care. Shit. But I do enjoy just going to concerts and just seeing how it is. Like, yeah, I want to go see Taylor Swift in concert. I want to sit back and get lost and see how that is. I want to go to Drake. I want to see how he is in concert. I'm just trying to. I want to go see Justin Bieber in concert. Like, I want to see how that is. Like, I want to see how he is in concert. Oh, who else have I seen in concert? Oh, fuck. Another rapper, Bow Wow. Hella good energy. Omarion. Mm-hmm. Pretty Ricky. Back in the day, it was the Bow Wow Omarion tour, And Bow Wow got hella good energy. He was working the stage, working the crowd. He was up and down, jumping, running. I was like, okay, I can see that. Bow Wow was good. I saw Bow Wow twice actually. One when he was like little, and then one when he got older when he did the song with Omarion, "Let Me Hold You." He went on tour with them, and it was like him, Omarion. It was a B5 and Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky, oh my god, they go hard on stage. They really do. At one point, they were humping the stage and with the pants down. I mean, they had their underwear on, but the pants were down there humping the stage. I was like, these boys wild. I fucks with Pretty Ricky. I don't give a fuck. They had some dope ass songs back in the day. But yeah, that was another concert I went to. I'd have to think, but I do enjoy going to concerts just to see what it's about. You know, I'm interested. I want to go see that artist. I want to see what they're about on stage, because really, that's where they make their money. And if you go to this artist's concert and you don't feel like you got your money's worth, why would you ever go back again? They be like, yeah, I seen them. They alright. They don't really do much. I'm just saying. So that's where I'm at with it. But who knows? Let me know in the comments. What's the best concert you ever been to, and what's the worst concert you ever been to? My best concert I've ever been to. Oh shit, I don't fucking know. I've enjoyed all of them. Bruno Mars one. I'm telling you. Whew. There was a fucking I've even seen New Kids on the Block twice. They go fucking hella hard energy, dancing and everything. I seen 98 Degrees. Uh, who else? Yeah, I've seen some people. Macklemore when he was at P&L when they had the MLS All Star game here that weekend. He performed at P&L. Energy like no other. I'm just telling you, it's just like if you ain't got a whole bunch going on behind you, you ain't got backup dancers, you don't dance. It's just you and your song. You gotta. The audience, the crowd, they can feel your energy. And if you giving it, they'll give it right back, and it brings it up here to this intensity and level of like, let's go. And when you're done, you'd be like, oh, my feet are hurting. My feet are hurting. If people aren't going home after the show with no voice and their feet hurting, you ain't doing it right. But hey, the worst concert? Can I just go like not the greatest performers? Like I'll put Kane Brown. He's just not that great of a performer. Who else? I'll put Lil Wayne. Like the time I saw him, yeah. Rick Ross, uh, like Snoop Dogg is, I mean, I fucks with it. I was enjoying it. Like I was singing the songs, but like performance wise, like it's just him rapping. Like it is what it is. I mean, I'd have to really think on it, but those are just to name a few. But in the comments down below, what's your favorite concert you've been to? What's your least favorite concert you've been to? Who's somebody you want to see? And thank you. We're done. We're done here. I did it. We're done. But thank you to everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's going to be right there, or it will be over here. Maybe hit the subscribe button down below in YouTube. You know where it is. But the little thing is gonna come up that says subscribe. That's what I want you to do. Subscribe, like, share. Subscribe, like, share. I appreciate it. The AK Show, episode 12. Until next time, we'll see y'all next week. I'm out. Peace.